I'm Mark Mullen, and I'm running for the at-large seat, the Board of Education. I have a business in Lincoln. I am a product of the Lincoln school system. Graduated from Lincoln High School, went to University of Chapel Hill, University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. Returned here, worked for a couple of years, and then moved into a family business, fourth generation, in an insurance agency that serves all of Lincoln County. I have 2 children in the system, and I'm also a president-elect of the Rotary Club of Lincoln. I'm on the Recreation Commission of Lincoln. I am elected a deacon of my church at First Baptist. I'm over the RAs, which deals with boys ages kindergarten through 5th grade, and also a Sunday morning live teacher that deals with 4-year-olds to 5th graders. With these experiences, I want to be on the school board not to help just my 2 children, but also the children I deal with on a weekly basis. I've learned there's a lot of struggles. All these children that I deal with on a weekly basis are part of the Lincoln County education system minus 1. And 50 couple of children, and you take 1 away and the rest of them are in the Lincoln County school system. I feel confident that something needs to change to help these kids grow as the years to come and prepare them for life ahead.
Thank you all. This is a question for BOE candidates. BOE sets its own ethics policies and has its own ethics enforcement, if any. So it's bound by its own willingness of its own members to actually not only develop it, but make it stick, have it happen. And 3 incumbents and 1 former BOE member who are running this November have been embroiled in some ethics controversies. And I'd like to know how each of you would propose to hold your fellow board members accountable for the ethics policy that's written, already existing in the book.
When it comes to ethics, I think the biggest thing is it needs to be clearly written so it's not up to interpretation. I think there's a lot of things that are cut and dry when it comes to ethics, and either it's right or it's wrong. There's no gray area in that. I believe the only way to stifle that is to have an open communication policy. You shouldn't beat around the bush as you see something going wrong. It should be brought up into the forefront so it can be discussed at the board in its entirety to find out, if it is not, and what actions need to be taken at that point. But I think transparency is the biggest step towards curbing unethical behavior.
And for BOE again, if you have BOE experience, what outcomes can you point to specifically that you personally initiated to improve education in Lincoln County schools? If you do not have BOE experience, what will you propose specifically to improve education in Lincoln County schools?
Board experience, and what I've looked at, I believe one of the biggest issues that needs to be addressed immediately would be the school technology curriculum. School technology was originally set up to provide vocational education. It's done well, but the curriculum itself needs to be revamped to be brought up into the current time that we're living in. Right now, they're looking at the job growth from the Department of Labor is looking for the job growth from now to 2012. The biggest increases in that are going to be in healthcare and healthcare services along with human services. I believe we could start there by just revamping a building that we already have, by offering classes that we already have, and just changing the curriculum a little bit to give our students a heads up in the job market. Because we've got to prepare college kids, but we've also got to prepare workforce kids. By having that separate location that they're already going to, if we just upgraded the curriculum and got away from a curriculum that at this point is, what, 15, 20 years old? More than that, more than 20 years old curriculum, bring it up to current day standards. And I believe that would help their students tremendously. Another issue I think is we've invested quite a bit in technology and got the smart boards up in most of the classrooms now. But let's continue to push that with iPads or whatever the next technology advance is going to be that would help our kids learn on a faster rate and a faster scale.